Hola! So, we're starting our book club again, and that's exciting, right?
Yeah, and we moved.
And all
fantastic.
That. Yep, we did a whole bunch of shit.
We moved. I went into a new school. Some other stuff.
And now we're finally settled well enough to do the reading club again. Bonding! So, what we wanted to do for this is just an introduction. We wanted to figure out what we were going to read next. We have a handful of options, books that I just have on my bookshelf that we can read together. And then I guess after we read these, like, books that we have in queue, we can go to the library and explore and go from there. I got a lot of good people that responded to my what are you guys reading post, and that was really cool. Thank you guys for all this responding, because I really did write those books down, and I'm keeping those in mind next time we pick another book.
Yeah, we're gonna pick a book out on Friday, I think.
Right. Yep. So what book do you have? What's interesting to you?
Well, right now in life I'm just liking science, and I like science that is understandable, so I'm going with The Alchemist. It's just science that's just it's just magic understood by science.
Actually, no, that's not what that book is about. It's about a shepherd that travels. He has dreams of traveling, and he comes across a bunch of people, and he sees a bunch of things, and all that fun stuff. One thing that I advise to you is to research the definition of The Alchemist. It's intriguing. Another option that I have is Solutions for Black America. This is by Jawanza Kunjufu, and it brings the questions: why is the Black community in its present condition with $688 billion, 4 million college graduates, 9,000 plus elected officials, and 85,000 churches? That's a good fucking question. Does the Democratic Party treat African Americans like a mistress? Are African Americans suffering from post-traumatic slavery disorder? And would you like to read over 75 solutions to solve the problems? So that's pretty cool. And he actually wrote a lot of books. He's an educational consultant with African American images. He is constantly on the lecture circuit with over 30 different workshops addressing students, parents, teachers, churches, and community residents. All of these in italics are like all the books that he read, which is like over like 30 books. So this is looking like a good runner-up. I like that one. That's a good one.
To realize one's destiny is a person's only obligation, from The Alchemist.
So that's still your argument for The Alchemist? Actually, I really enjoyed reading The Alchemist. I enjoyed reading it because there was a lot of quotes in there that I still hold near and dear to my heart. Like on some of my paintings that I had around the last place we lived in, I would, paint something, and then I would write a quote from The Alchemist in the painting. And yeah, it's a lot of really good quotes in there. I like that book.
Which one of them around the house is one?
Well, it's not in here. It's at Dad's house in storage now. The Iceman Inheritance is also another book we were looking at reading together.
We actually were thinking about it before we left.
We were, and this was written by Michael Bradley with a new introduction by John Henrik Clarke.
I think he did other books too.
Yeah, he did. Bradley delves back into the Ice Age to find prehistoric sources of white racist aggression, racism, and sexism. The author offers a persuasive argument that the white race is more aggressive than other groups, and in tracing the effects of the aggression. Bradley offers an uncomfortable, all too plausible explanation for the pattern of human history. That's pretty interesting. I would like to read this. Michael Bradley lives in Canada and is a descendant of the first non-white Postmaster General Andrew Jackson Hunt, a distant relative of the Sequoia Great Cherokee Indian chief. And he is the author of 9 other published books. So, interested in that. We also have, this is my favorite, The Miseducation of the Negro. Definitely going to read that. I definitely want to read that with you. This is a good one.
You probably studied it a lot.
I did. I read it like 3 times. I have like papers in there. I read this like 3 times already. And every time I read it, I always see something new. This and The Science and Myth of Melanin, which was the last book we read together. If you guys go back on our YouTube page that we have together, we read that together. You can always, read along with us through our YouTube page. This was written by Carter G. Woodson. The quote one here says, "A mind that remains in the present atmosphere never undergoes sufficient development to experience what is commonly known as thinking." When you can control a man's thinking, you do not have to worry about his actions. You do not have to tell him not to stand here or go yonder. He will find his proper place and will stay in it. You do not need to send him to the back of the back door. He will go without being told. In fact, if there is no back door, he will cut one for his special benefit. His education makes it necessary. And this is the realest shit ever, because we are trained from school, from Head Start, kindergarten. We are trained to do whatever, to the point where like the powers that be don't even have to worry about our behavior or us rebelling or anything like that, because we've been so trained. Like, they know we're going to go to work. They know we're going to pay rent. They know we're going to pay our utilities. They know we're going to pay taxes. They know we're going to do all these things because we're so well trained. But what happens when we're not trained anymore and we decide, hey, the training is done? You know what I mean? I love this book.
And then we have the myth of equality.
The myth of equality. We also were almost about to read this one too last time, right?
Yeah. It was either that or the Ice.
Or the Iceman Chronicles. Yeah, you're right. This is written by Ken Witsma, and he's the founder of the Justice Conference and the president of Kilns College. He's also the author of Pursuing Justice, The Grand Paradox, and Create versus Copy. They live in Oregon. And is privilege real or imagined? Issues of race and equality have come to the forefront in our nation's consciousness. Depending on who you are or what you look like, you and your neighbor may have very different experiences in economic opportunity or public safety. What are the root causes of these inequalities? And I like this book because it's written by a white Christian male. I appreciate his outlook. I appreciate how he tried not to... I don't want to use the words include himself, but you know, like that tendency we have, like the about me, he kind of tried to be, separate himself from the situation and really talk like objectively. And I appreciate that. I appreciate his approach. I appreciate this book. And I definitely want to read this in the near future. But it looks like my child is going with the Alchemist book. He's still clinging on to it. So that'll be what we read.
Well, that's literally what I'm doing.
That's literally what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, so The Alchemist it is. This is the next book we're reading. The Alchemist by... It's Paulo, right? Paulo Coelho. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, this is what we're reading next. Get your copy. I think they do, like, if you go on Google and you say, like, The Alchemist by this author, a PDF... You might be able to find like a free PDF file. I know when we were reading Metu Netter, they did have free PDF files.
And I think we made our own.
We did.
But we might make our own for this one too.
For this one?
Maybe. I mean, it's like a story.
No, this is a story. It's not like the
Metu Netter, like a documentary.
Yeah, it's not like that. This is actually a book.
And I've read it about 5 times, most likely.
This is a really good book. I read this like 1.5 times. The half time I read it more so for the quotes because I really like the quotes in the book.
When did you get this book?
I got this a couple years ago. Me and Dad were reading this together. And I think so this book, like most of the books that we read, they're divided into parts. The first part is the first 50 pages. So we're going to read up until the first part. When do you want to do the next video so we can go over the first part together?
Maybe after we do the library thing, because then we have the rest of the books.
Well, we're only going to read one book at a time.
Oh.
We don't want to like overload. I mean, you could read other books in your free time. I'll be reading other books in my free time. But like while we're doing like this, we should do like one book at a time so it's not like overwhelming ourselves, because I still have my jewelry and my books and my music, and I still got a lot of stuff going on. I still have my YouTube channel and my stuff too. Yeah. So how about this? How about Monday? Since we met up today, and today is Monday.
And every other Monday, since, Mondays we don't really get to do anything.
So let's do Mondays. So Monday at 7:30. 7:30 is a pretty time.
Yeah.
8 o'clock if I'm feeling late about it. It's like, nah. Monday at 7:30, we're going to go over part 1 of The Alchemist. So that gives everybody 7 days to get the book. You can go to the library and get the book for free. If you don't have a library card, go get one because it's free. Go get this book. Monday, be ready, 7:30. We're going to read part 1. And that's from the foreword to page 50. We're going to read that together. If you come across any cool quotes or anything in the story that catches your eye, so on and so far,
or anything that you understand on a deeper method, then just write it down in the comments.
Right. One thing that we really like is when people like interact with us when we do these videos and we read the comments and respond. It's good that we're, exchanging points of views, and, you might have read things and seen things that you would see, and we read things and see things we see. So Monday at 7:30, The Alchemist. That's what we're doing, all right? So, just to put my shameless plugs in, if you got some extra stuff you would like to read, I have a couple things you can read. My kids' book came out, Show and Tell. I'm very happy about this. If you check out I in the Middle Publishing, LLC.com, you can get your copy of Show and Tell. I'm very proud of this book. It's finally out and about and doing stuff.
I wonder how many have bought it already.
I sold some. I would like to sell more, but I sold some. The purpose of this book is just to teach kids about all different countries and cities all over the world. I plan to make more of these. It was very enjoyable to create. It was very enlightening to create. I learned about a lot of different cultures, a lot of different countries, and then I got to make it all rhyme because I love rhyming. Dr. Seuss and Shel Silverstein, I pray on the air that they breathe. So I would like to make all my books rhyme. I'm working on the next one, and I'm also working on another fairy tale story coming up that's also a rhyming book.
I think everybody has at least heard one Dr. Seuss book. At least heard of, if not. At least heard of it.
Dr. Seuss is amazing. And also, I'm still handing these out. This is a free copy. Stories to Tell to Evade Torment in Hell. I'm working on a horror series. This is the first story. It'll be a compilation of 3 stories in one book. And right now I'm handing these out for free. So if you ever catch me and say, hey, I want one, I'll hand you one. Or if you hit me up online in any kind of way, shape, or form, I'll shoot you the PDF file so you can read it. Let me know what you think. And when the rest of it comes out, you'll definitely know. I'm aiming for the beginning of the summer for it to be officially done. I'm still working on typing it out. It's the typing part that's hard because I write it. Free writing is so easy, but when it comes time to type it out and add the meat to it and all that stuff, it's like, So that's where I'm stuck at right now.
Type stuff.
It's like, it's not that it's hard. It's more so like I spend my whole day at work and then I come home and I just want to decompress. But it's like, nah, you got more work to do. So it's just like having that brain power all day long until I go to sleep. It's a lot sometimes. And that's not the only thing that I do. Like, I got kids' books. I have my music. I have my jewelry. I do my own marketing. I do my own inventory. I make my website. I update my website. I do events. Like, it's just like, it's all this stuff to do.
Might go to?
Well,
you haven't been talking about events in a while.
I probably won't do like events like that until the springtime. I'm thinking about throwing myself another Let's Nobody's event. The last one, the dinner vendors in the movie, that was real successful. I really enjoyed doing that. I would like to do that again. I'll be in ATL next weekend. I'll be out there with my preview book. Hopefully I'll have my children's book down there with me too. I'll definitely have some jewelry, and I'll definitely have some swag bags that I'll be giving out while I'm out there too. Hopefully I'll find the space and place to perform, because I would love to perform my songs while I'm out there. So that's what I'm doing next weekend. I'll be in ATL, spreading the Nobody's love, recruiting some nobodies and all that fun stuff. As far as like setting up tables at events, I don't even know, man. Probably like when the springtime start hitting and Easter and Mother's Day and all that stuff, I'll be coming back out and about. I've still been selling. I do have a store on Facebook, so you can always hit me up on Facebook on Let's Nobody's. And what are you doing?
Well, right now I'm doing a YouTube channel.
What's the name of your YouTube channel?
Geekazoid25, and I've actually been starting it back up again.
Spell it out so they know.
GEEKAZOID 25.
What are you doing on that YouTube channel?
Well, right now I've been posting up gaming, but after a while I've been thinking about doing an animated series.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but I already have my main character. He's called All Star, and I think you saw the artwork of it before already.
Okay, I did, and cool. So be on the lookout for Zeke Zeke. He doing big things on YouTube. We both doing big things on YouTube and out in the world, space and time.
And for that same exact name, I also have my Steam account with that same exact name, and also my social media on Instagram, Facebook, and I believe. What else was it on again? I cannot remember. Oh, TikTok.
TikTok? You on TikTok too?
Yeah.
I had TikTok for a little bit. That shit is annoying. That's for y'all. That is not for me. That is not for me. I'm a real adult.
Well, I like watching stuff on it, but I haven't made a video.
That's why I deleted it off my phone, because I can't even
it's
watch
either
that
I make a picture.
I downloaded Triller, but I didn't even open the app yet because I just cannot. I'm not.
It just hurts.
It hurts. It
hurts to see children just act like that.
I don't want to see it.
It just hurts to see children act like that, or is it like?
I just don't care. It's too much to keep up with. But yeah. So make sure you check us out next Monday at 7:30. We're gonna be going over part 1 of The Alchemist. Tomorrow, check me out. I'll be doing my Pisces video. I don't have time to do it tonight. I have a few things I have to follow up on, and then I'll be ready to do it tomorrow night. I'm not even going to give you a time yet because I'll probably be lying to you. And that's it. We'll see you next week.
And I hope when you go on my channel, you will go on the spooky hooky bad ending.
Okay, do that.
That's the bad ending for the video game. Spirit Hollow, I believe.
Okay. So do all of that.
And then I might also do the good ending if I feel like it.
That's cool. Sounds like a plan.
Maybe after that I might do the big theory that I have.
Alright. So we're going to get out of here on that note. Make sure you check out his YouTube video because he got big things planned and he over here brainstorming. So better catch him while you can. Take care, guys.